about 70,000 retail touchpoints and 30,000 people working for Vivo. They feel themselves bounded with only one thing, which is about the passion for this brand.
Rupesh, what is the real difference between retail and sales?
Retail actually brings product to life. That's what I can say about the main difference between these two departments. So for every NPL, it's a festival for us. Don't try to sell the product. Try and sell something which is more meaningful to them. Githesh, honestly speaking, that's where the magic happens.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Vivo Leadership Speaks. Today, we are getting into the heart of Vivo. Today, we are talking about retail. We have close to 70,000 retailers in India selling Vivo phones. About 30,000 promoters who are selling these phones at these stores, helping people choose the right Vivo device. And the one person who is driving all this for us is Rupesh, who is our Chief Retail Officer. Welcome, Rupesh, to Vivo Leadership Speaks.
Thank you, Geetaj. Thank you for inviting me here and the brief introduction that you've given about Vivo Retail. It's a powerful statement that you have given about 70,000 retail touchpoints and 30,000 people working for Vivo at the ground level. So thank you very much for this introduction.
Retail is vast. We have exciting high-end stores like the one in Ahmedabad, and you've got small stores in Manipur. What is the common thread that binds them together?
I think the only thread which I believe that which binds stores either in Ahmedabad or Manipur or Ichalkaranji or any town across India is one thing, which is the passion for this particular brand, the work, the emotion the people have with this brand when they sell this device at the store limit. I think that's one reason which binds them very closely with Vivo across India.
So many stores, different kind of people, different demographics, different languages. How do you even manage all this madness?
So that's the beauty of this brand, Geetaj, to be honest about it. It seems like these are different people or people in different geographies. They feel themselves bounded with only one thing, which is about the passion for this brand. They actually live and breathe these brand, right? That's what the ecosystem that we have developed over a period of time. That's how the training happens for these people. That's how top down approach or everybody in the organization talk about it, that yes, this is the brand that is from the heart. Right.
Correct.
So that's one thing. We have system processes in our system which actually drives such kind of the messy system that we have. But other than the system, it's actually the sheer passion. It's sheer the love, the emotion that they have for this brand. It drives that.
I know you've always mentioned this to me. Thing about people, how people are more important than anything in Vivo.
I think let me reframe this part. People, when we talk about in Vivo system, we call it as people first. And when we say people first, it's not just a frame, not just a statement only. It is a culture that we live into, and it is imbibed into every layer of the organization. I being from retail, so let me speak more about that. When we say people first, it's imbibed in every layer of retail system. Let me start from the biggest force that we have, which is our VBAs, Vivo Brand Advisors, we call them, and proudly we call them as ambassadors. So we hire local people. We nurture them, right? We train them, we retain them, and we ensure that they have got every level of growth, which is which they expect from the organization. When you talk about people, again, I have a very beautiful story. Once I was there in Bihar, in the rural market, I was doing a market, with my team, and I come across a VBA out there who joined at a very early age in his career, which was close to 20 years, and he was 20 years old, and since 8 years he's there with the organization. Now he was actually a sales guy, very shy guy.
A shy sales guy. That's an oxymoron.
That's an oxymoron. So, and today he speaks, fluently about brand. He speaks very confidently about this organization. He has got set of consumers who actually listens to him, who comes to the outlet and, comes outlet just because of him. And I saw one of the consumer he was dealing with, and when I asked this question to this person, that why are you buying this device? He said, this because of this guy. Right. So look at the people, and when I ask them about how is your journey in Vivo system, he says, sir, I'm kind of born and brought up in Vivo system. Once I joined this organization, I had little in my life, but today I've got my own house. I got my sister married. I'm myself married. I've got 2 kids. I got my car. What else is being required?
Wow. So I think it's such a beauty, that how Vivo is getting localized more and more. It is not just with product; it is also with the people who are really taking this brand to the market, isn't it?
Yes, that's very true. So it's the people who are actually the
flag bearers of
the flag bearers, the word of mouth, which is more valuable than any expense in the market. I think that's what we have earned over a period of time. It's not about the brand only. So the trust, the empathy, the loyalty with the brand is something that that we have earned over a period of time, and it is visible in the numbers also that we do.
Rupesh, what is the real difference between retail and sales?
Thank you, Geetach, for asking this question. And I think it's a very important question and often being misunderstood. So in Vivo system, both retail and sales team work hand in hand with each other with a common goal, but we have fairly differentiated purpose. For example, sales is responsible for distribution, for revenues they talk about, for numbers they talk about, where in retail it talks about experience. We actually create a lot of things at the store level where which gives an experience about not only about the product but about the brand to the consumers. So from look and feel of inside the stores to touch to curated affordability offers, everything comes with retail. Ultimately, what I can say is about retail actually brings distribution when they brings product to the market. Retail actually brings product to life. That's what I can say about the main difference between these two departments. But ultimately, the result is only one, which is the best in case of experience to the consumer, selling one of the best products into the market, and live the joy.
So this is very exciting, Rupesh. I was actually speaking to Praveen some time back. And, guys, if you haven't seen it, please see Praveen's podcast, who is leading customer service for us. And he also talked about, how they are creating an experience for the consumer. I love this consumer-centric approach that we have, in retail also, and it is followed through in customer service.
Right.
So how do you imbibe that in your team, that customer comes first? And how does it percolate in a system that is so huge?
I think, again, a very good question, which is actually, it starts from the Vivo core values also, if you've seen it across. One of the biggest pillars that we have is consumer for us. We actually do not sell a device to the consumers. We try to create a ecosystem, or maybe we can say try to create a family around it, right? That's what we try to give it to the consumer. It's one of the best experience that he should have at the retail stores. He should feel confident having that device, right? He should have the purpose to, or maybe his real reason for buying that device should be fulfilled. So all these things when happen at the store level, right? The consumer himself become an ambassador to us. That's what happened in Vivo system. How we started this is something as a culture that we started, right? And then in our every step that we follow, it is being it is an integral part of it. For example, when we train our VBAs, right? In our training modules, there are sections which talks about that how to greet to the consumer, how to behave with them. Can you read their body language? Can you actually understand that real requirement that they have? Don't try to sell the product. Try and sell something which is more meaningful to them. Right?
Correct.
When we are able to do this thing, we are actually reaching to our the main goal where we feel that a happy customer is there with us and he becomes an ambassador to us.
It is not just converting the sale. It is more about ensuring that the person understands the brand and its values while you are introducing the brand and product to the consumer who comes to our store. You guys have actually pioneered many things and some things that have been followed in the market. And what have been some of those things that have really made Vivo shine in retail?
It's not only one things that we have done it, but there are many things. For example, specifically if I talk about retail, you go and experience our retail stores during a festival time. The vibes out there that we have, right?
I have been, and it is very exciting.
Yeah, so very well customized stores that we have according to the to the weather, to the atmosphere, or maybe to the culture which they follow. So that's one thing. Second is about the way we present our devices to the consumers now. It's more about getting deep into the consumer requirement that what they want. Right. So that's again one thing which we have curated over a period of time. The experience. Now, in last couple of months, we are heavily focusing on, for example, on photography. So when we say photography, it's not just using a device and just clicking out photographs through the device, but it's about knowing that what quality of device it is and what emotion it brings into it, right? So you can see a lot of selfie zones.
It is about live the joy, right?
It's a live the joy, right? So it's a lot of selfie zones that we have created across our stores, and the atmosphere which goes there is something which is very unique.
So you train your people on photography also?
Yes, it's a special training. It's a special module that we have created where it's not about our people, frontline forces, but every person in the organization. We ensure that they are being trained to shoot with a mobile camera. So that's how serious we are. Again, coming back to your question on the differentiated experience that you talk about. Again, I have a very good example. I was in Gujarat. During one of the Diwali times, and I saw the way they have decorated the store with diyas and all, and even they created selfie zones with small diya pots and around where the customer can come and have a selfie around it. I saw one small girl. She came along with her grandmother, and after buying that device, they took a selfie around that zone, and the grandmother says to her daughter, I mean, it's very beautiful. Say, बहुत अच्छा है तो ये तो how कैसे निकाला है? So then the girl was trying to make her also, and the lady was trying to understand. Then I really asked this lady, I mean, दादी आप फोन कैसा लगा आपको? कहता फोन तो बहुत अच्छा था, बहुत अच्छा लगा मुझे. फिर मैंने कहा आपने ये फोन क्यों खरीदा इसने? तो then he pointed it out towards again my VB and the retailer कि इन्होंने बताया मेरे को इसकी वजह से. तो आज मैंने कहा तो अब आपको अच्छा लगा? कहता यही तो है. फिर मैंने कहा आप क्या करोगे इस फोटो का? कहता फ्रेम कराऊंगी. So that's the emotion they want to do, and that's the place that they really want to do it. And the VBA and the retailer, they were so proud about it that they can make her actually understand. So look at the length of consumers that we have. That's what we have created.
I think you do something special for consumers when you are launching new devices also, right?
We do a lot of things around that. And that's what, again, the differentiated point that I can say we do in case of retail. So for every NPL, it's a festival for us.
NPL is new product
launch that we talk about. So every NPL, even there are certain corrections in the market that we celebrate it like a festival. So when we say celebrate it like a festival, the stores are decked up. Right? We create new POSM, point of sales materials, danglers, posters. The store is again being decorated with balloons and all. And most important, we call it as Super Day when we start our sales in the evening or maybe in the night. We arrange our first consumer to be picked up from the home. Maybe a luxury sedan can go and pick him or her up to the store. Then we arrange a cake cutting ceremony. So he also feel like, I mean, we actually try to make him understand that, sir, you are too important for us. right? So this is the experience that we want to give, and he also feel very great about it. That I'm the one. I'm just simply buying a device, but look at the experience that they're giving me. That the atmosphere which they are creating. Githesh, honestly speaking, that's where the magic happens.
I know. I think it has been quite magical, the journey that we have had. But how do you plan to take this forward? What lies in the future?
So, Githesh, for me, transformation of Vivo business in India is not just a business story. It's more of a human story, I must say. Uh, Whenever I go to the market and I see young people, demonstrating about the brand so passionately, so proudly, it actually gives me goosebumps, right? The way they explain it. Even if we talk about our retailers, when they endorse this brand internally and they are confident about it, that okay, please buy this device, I'll take care of everything, to the consumers. That's just something which is very, very important. Uh, I just want to quote another story about one of the person whom I come across in Rajasthan, a small retailer. I don't want to share the name, but he used to be, used to do petty jobs in his life, and then he opened one retail outlet. In last 8 years, he's actually opened multiple outlets for him. He has become a businessman now. He proudly says this thing that Vivo is not just a brand for me. It is the reason that why I exist, right? Nowadays, his daughter takes care of that entire business for him, and he's actually trying to transform other people's life. So he's more into social work. So look, about just 8 years, 10 years into this business.
Imagine.
Well, if we talk about numbers, are important. But maybe in coming years, we'll be going deep into BCD class outlets, towns, and we'll be opening another 500 or maybe 1,000 or 2,000 outlets, or maybe training another 3,000, 4,000 people. But what is more important is about the love for this brand, or the emotion with the brand, or the way that we have transformed people's life in this country. That is more important, rather than just transforming business, or maybe improving on numbers. So to be honest, maybe what I believe strongly is, in coming years, this brand will be more for it will be more for India than just for India, kind of thing. That okay, we want to live for this country more. We want to grow with this country. We want to ensure that the people in this organization, in this country, develop with this brand, and we can transform certain set of people's life. That's what transformation for me.
I think it is all about bringing joy to people's lives, isn't it? I think that is what we try to do from the time when you step into our store, and the time, even if you go to a service center, every single time you pick up the phone to do anything, it is about bringing joy to your lives. And thank you so much, Rupesh, for sharing these wonderful stories from across the country, from our retail network. It is a network which we cannot survive without.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining me in Vivo Leadership Speaks. I'll see you soon with different stories, different perspectives at a different time. Thank you.